Mail call, mail call, mail call. I'm so excited. Hi, how you doing today, YouTubers? This is Paul from Fat Guy Productions, and today is mail call and a first look at some of the new toys that I've picked up. And as we go through using them, I'll be doing reviews and letting you know what I think of these different products. So without further ado, let's get straight to it by talking about this gem that I picked up. This is from Meng, and it's sort of like the little Meng Sherman tank that I did the video about, okay? This is the Lexington Aircraft Carrier, and I got this at Hobby Lobby, and it's $25.99, but we all know 40% off, Hobby Lobby, score, okay? I can't wait to build this because I had a ton of fun with the Sherman, but this is gonna go into my stash for rainy days, in-betweens, and whatnot. I'm not gonna rush to get into this. They also got a B-17 sitting over there that I've been eyeballing that I may go ahead and get, but for now, Lexington Aircraft Carrier. All right, now, next thing I have is some putty by AK. This is the AK Modeling Gray Putty, and it's their standard putty. And what I've been using, and I don't see it laying here somewhere. All right, I've been using, green stuff. Gosh, I'm drawing a blank here, and I don't see it nearby. This is the price I paid for picking up my room the other day. I don't know where anything is at. Anyhow, I've been using this green putty that I really didn't like. It was very, very thick and heavy. Hard to get into the gap. I ended up having to go back several times. I then picked up some white Mr. Putty and some white Tamiya, and now I've got the white AK, or the gray AK, and I'm going to try them all and find out what I really like the best. And when I get done with that, I'm going to let you know what I think. And the Christie seems like it's going to be the perfect place to try this. So we got some of that stuff. All right, here's something I was pretty excited about. And if any of you on YouTube watch Plasmo, Plasmo is a model builder with a lot of skill. And this is the razor saw that he uses in his builds. And this is pretty much like a razor blade with micro saw teeth in it. And you can change the angle of it a little bit, so if you don't like it flat like this, you can also put more of them in here, so you can kind of space this out and make multiple cuts at the same time. There's a lot of different things you can do with this, but I saw him making some really beautiful precision cuts in his models with this. And this is made by a company called JLC. And you can find it online. But, you know, you got to look around for it. I've never seen it anywhere in Las Vegas, at least. So this is the JLC razor saw, as seen in the Plasmo how-to videos, and I cannot wait to get to use that. All right, moving on. You see here a lot of Tamiya paints. Why? Okay, I'll tell you why. I have a bunch of Vallejo, and I like it. I've had no real problems with it, other than it's really thick and takes a lot of work to thin down to get for spraying and whatnot. But when I was building my 1/350 scale Starship Enterprise, I needed some Tamiya clear paints. I needed these for doing the command deck, so that the gauges could light up and it would look realistic in there. So I got some of these Tamiya clears. I got the red, the green, the blue, the yellow, and I was really impressed. I like the way they come. I like the cap. The paint worked really well, and so I think I'm leaning towards switching paints, and I think I'm leaning towards going to Tamiya's. But you know, we'll give things a try and see how it goes. But so this is what started it all. And so here I got myself a couple X21 flat bases to make anything flat. And these I got here locally at Hobbytown. They have a pretty decent selection of the Tamiya paints. I got some yellow. Most of the colors I picked are for the upcoming build I'm going to do on my Edward Spitfire. So I've got yellow for the leading edge of the wing. I've got cockpit green, and what the heck is this? This is gray-green. Now, the instructions for my Spitfire say that I'm supposed to use gray-green in the cockpit. Everybody I see building these things, they're using a much more kind of a limer color in their cockpit. So I have some cockpit green, and I'll make a decision later. Some semi-gloss black. You can never go wrong with that. NATO black. NATO black I was excited about. This really makes some amazing tires. So I was really excited about that. And then here's some aluminum for inside the cockpit. And then these are the colors I needed for the Spitfire for underneath and for the European theater camo paint job. So I've got those. And of course, you know, to go with that, you had to get some Tamiya thinner. And here's some acrylic paint thinner. And this was their Tamiya lacquer thinner. So I've got 2 of those. And so I'm good to go on that front. Now, here's what I'm really super excited about. Let me bring the little main tank back out here for this. I just got in a bunch of Ammo by MiG Oilbrushers. Now, anybody who's been building for any length of time now has used oil paints, and you know, they're terpenoids so that they can thin it real down and use it for highlights, especially if you do any figure painting in the faces and the clothes and whatnot. Oilbrushers are going to take the place of those tubes of oil paints, those artist oil paints, and the terpenoid, everything all in one. I bought this set specifically to use on this tank so I could try some modulation using these Oilbrushers. So that's going to be coming up in a whole nother episode. And I got to tell you, I'm really excited about these things. If they work half as good as they seem in what I've seen, they're going to be fabulous to have around, and I'm going to order a bunch more of the different colors. And to go with that, I got some of the Ammo by MiG enamel odorless thinner, because after you apply these and let them sit for a little bit, you take your brush and you dip it in the enamel thinner, dab it off, and then you start to use that to blend the paints out. So I needed this to go with the Oilbrushers. All right, so that is my mail call today. Oh, and here, this is the exciting part of the day. This is my 5-pack of pens, and 4-pack, sorry. Okay, and you're probably thinking, why does he care about these pens? And I'll show you why. On the Christie model, this is the valve spring. And rather than using the little molded on spring, I'm actually putting springs on there, and that's just a pen barrel spring. And so this is just a test. I stuck a couple pieces in there to see how it fits and whatnot. And so I needed some cheapo pens so I can get the springs out of them. Anyhow, that is mail call today at Fat Guy Productions. A first look at some of the stuff that I've got. You can expect to see reviews on all of this stuff coming up soon. If you like this video, I sure would appreciate a thumbs up, and click subscribe, please, to my channel. I'm a new YouTuber, and I'm always looking for new people to join my site. And if you have any comments or suggestions on how I can make my show better, please let me know in the comments below. And until the next time, I guess that's it. So just go ahead and be good.